Divinity's all-encompassing expression. They can learn their technique, of course they can. But if you see the two together, the one who believes and one who doesn't, and then you can experience. And this is the speciality, the special flavor of our dance and our way of dealing with life. Life is all about Shringaar, it's all about beauty, it's all about Bhakti, it's all about grandeur of life. And if you don't feel it, that is, if you feel it, that's Bhakti. If you don't feel it, that is what? Nothing. Vaid Savariyo hoye. When the Vaid himself is Krishna, my Savariya, then all my Pida will go. Draupadi is not a woman like you and me born out of a womb. She's born out of fire. And she's born for a purpose. You earlier asked me if my purpose of whatever, and then dance. She came with a mission. She is Prakriti.
All your pieces, should I say, or all your interactions, all your work is spiritual, religious in nature. If there is an atheist among classical dancers, can they emote? Can they do the same art without believing in, say, idols, or believing in, idol is a wrong word, believing in
Divinity.
Divinity.
Divinity's all-encompassing expression. They can learn their technique, of course they can. But if you see the two together, the one who believes and one who doesn't, and then you can experience.
Show me how, with your expressions, with your Abhinaya, how would a non-believer show Bhakti and how would a believer show?
Darling, how can I show it when I'm not a non-believer?
If you have, how would it be just surface and how would it be something that comes from within?
You are really putting me in a big situation.
Show me a surface expression of Bhakti and show me what it comes from inside. If you were to...
I should get on here and dance.
You, even while sitting, you can do. I know it.
No, simplest is,
Let me just give you Krishnani Vegane Baro. How would you do Krishnani Vegane Baro if you were somebody who didn't believe that a god like Krishna existed? How will you call Krishna? And how would you call Krishna if you believe you're a Yashoda, Maya, and calling Krishna?
Don't blame me if I'm not able to give full justice to the non-believer.
Yeah. You and I are on the same page on that one. So, but yeah, show me how you would do that. Singing.
I think the simplest, of course, would be that you show Krishna. Krishna ni begane baro. Come running, come quickly. Krishna ni begane baro.
Lovely.
Hmm?
Yeah.
And when I saw Bala, I saw Krishna also.
Yeah.
That a lot of people have experienced that.
Yeah.
Right?
I understand that. There are some dancers when they are calling. I've seen audiences look. Is there somebody, that they are calling out to?
Yeah.
But yeah.
But like my again Chandama used to say, Chandabhaga Devi, that why do dancers have to run like headless chicken in every direction? Great wit.
But it's true, no? Like say, even Padma Subramaniam, she doesn't perform all that much. But when she would do a Kanakadasa, bhajan, or when she would do a Meera, there's a...
Oh, you have to see my Meera.
Do me one.
I'll invite you.
Show me one bhava of Meera.
No, one in the sense that...
where does Shringara end and where does Bhakti begin in Meera?
No. They are intermingled. You can't separate them. No. It's like milk and sugar. You can't separate them. And this is the speciality, the special flavor of our dance and our way of dealing with life. Life is all about Shringaar, it's all about beauty, it's all about Bhakti, it's all about grandeur of life. And if you don't feel it, that is, if you feel it, that's Bhakti. If you don't feel it, that is what? Nothing. So if Meera was saying, Eri main to prem divani, mero darad na jane koi. What was that darad? That darad was viraha, that darad was seeking, darad was yearning, pining. And so, I'm so moved to tears. She says, Suli upar sage hamari. Sage is my bed. It's on a suli. On a, so what do you call suli? The spike.
Huh.
The samsar is like that spike. But my bed is on that. I'm in samsar. Suli upar sage hamari. Kis abidha sovan hoy. How can I sleep on that? Gagan mandal mein sage piya ki. Whereas the bed of my darling is all in heaven. Gagan mandal, in the antariksh, in the space. Kis abidha mila no hoy. How shall we meet? How shall I meet him? This is, and then she says, Darad ki mari ban dolu. I'm going around in jungles and forests and everywhere because of my pida. I cannot bear it. Darad ki mari ban dolu. Baid na miliya koi. I didn't find any doctor, Baid. Meera ke Prabhu. Pida mite jab. Only when my sorrows, my pida will go. Jab Baid savariyo hoy. When the Baid himself is Krishna, my Savariya, then all my pida will go.
In today's age, people will think that's politically incorrect. You're married to somebody else and you're pining for another person, another man.
That's happening everywhere. But this pining is for who? Pining for another man and pining for a divinity, for something for which sadhus and sannyasis and yogis and people are for ages and for millennia are doing tapasya.
What was her husband's fault?
No, he died, no?
But what was his fault? That he married a woman who's not...
He even built a temple for Meera.
He did.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's married to a woman who's given her body, soul and mind to...
He didn't mind. So I would say that he was great.
But he did, no? Vish ka pyala piya na unhone.
No, that was Devar. That was a brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law.
The husband died, I think, within a year or something very close in a battle. And then the brother-in-law came on.
There's a lot of rewriting of epics and of... अब मैं mythology बोलूँगी तो फिर लोग नाराज हो जाएंगे.
Don't use that word mythology.
If I was to talk about Puran. If I was to talk about even Draupadi, now everybody is writing from Chitra Divakaruni to everybody is writing about Draupadi, the war through her eyes, being married to 5 men. With whom does your true love lie? How can you be absolutely even in being a wife to 5 men? So there are so many aspects to it. And her Sakha, Krishna, another one. So how would you interpret it? You have interpreted it.
Yes. I think, all this is very good as a, modern take on all these characters and situations, and we feel we are very intelligent, we are full of beings. Was it right? Was it wrong? So first of all, I find it very funny. But, having said so, Draupadi is not a woman like you and me born out of a womb. She's born out of fire. And she's born for a purpose. You earlier asked me if I, my purpose of whatever, and dance. She came with a mission. She is Prakriti. Prakriti, nature, but Prakriti is a much larger word. Her name Draupadi, her father Drupad, Dru means Druma, trees. Pada means land mass. Drupad. She's Draupadi. She's nature. She's born of Yajna, Yagyaseni. She's Krishna, dark, as blue lotus, as Krishna is. She's Krishna. Panchali, princess of Panchal. And Mahabharati, the title I like. The great Indian woman. Now, you and I may not be able to have 5 husbands at the same time, or maybe we can, I don't know. It depends on your capability and also the men, the husbands' understanding. Here they were tied by a common mission, by the mother, by the tradition, and by the words of Vedavyas, and she became the common wife. But they all had individual wives too. It was not that Draupadi was the only one.
Yes.
But Draupadi was special. She was the one who enjoyed the full rights of being the Maharani. And how she looked after the state, how she looked after the treasury, how she looked after each brother's needs, the mother-in-law, the relatives, everything. If you read that in Mahabharat, your eyes will pop. Extraordinary is not the word. We have people, we say, Ashtabhuja Durga. She works like that. She manages this, that. The Draupadi to kaun hai? And yet she suffered like you and me. Yet she had to go through situations. Yet she had to accept certain things that she didn't want to. So it's a complete package, I would call it. A complete package.
Does she interest you as an artist more than a linear person like, say, a Meera in depicting?
They are They are different. They are different. I fortunately have never had that propensity to compare and contrast. Meera to Meera hai. Ab Meera kya hai? So she went to Dwarka at the end of her life. I'm going to, by the way, do Katha in Dwarka also. My Meera Katha. And at the end, she merged in Dwarkadhish. Only the garland was there. This is not Puran. This is now 500.
The same as Sita merged with the earth.
Sita was the daughter of earth.
So she merges at the end of it. So that is how it ends, in trauma, no? In some way.
For Sita, trauma. For Meera, not a trauma. For Meera, it was just the ultimate point. And did she know she was going to merge? No. She just walked towards him. Lost.
Which is that one person, that one character from our Purans that you feel I still need to explore this?
Quite a few.
Okay.
Quite a few. Yeah. Radha.
She's been done so by... I've seen you performing Radha.
No, that's Radha from the Geeta Govind. That is Radha from... And the beauty is that I have my own Radha, I have my own Krishna, I have my own Meera. Independence of expression and thought. If it exists, you want to see it, it is in our arts.
It's more than Jayadev's Geet Govinda Radha. It's more than
Jayadev to bahut baat ki baat hai na. Brahma Vaivarta Puran. And so many other texts.
So you want to explore that too?
Yeah, Radha is Vrishbhanu's daughter. Vrishbhanu is a real man. So here we are, you're always playing with the real and the imaginary or the image. We are always playing. And that is another beauty that you can't really explain in words. Sonal kaun hai? The one who's sitting right now in front of you? Or is she dancer? Is she this? Is she that? Is she that? What is she?
What is she? Tell me.
You tell me.
After speaking to you, I'm confused now after this interaction. But I hope our viewers get a window into the artist that is you. And if they haven't been fortunate enough, like I have been, to see you on stage, they will make the effort to get to the festivals where you are performing and watch you on stage, because that's a mesmerizing experience.
I would really say Natya Katha Meri Dekho.
Okay,
I'm going to invite you
absolutely.
and
I'd be honored.
request you to
I'd be
invite
honored.
your friends and all.
I'd be honored. Thank you, Sonalji, so much. I'm most grateful that you found the time to sit across and talk to me about so much of your life.
Absolute pleasure, absolute
you.
pleasure, privilege, and may Bhagavati Kamakhya bless you always.
Thank you so much. Thank you.